All right, what is up, guys? I am They Coming, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds. What's up? My hair is looking freaky. Of course, every time I put on my headset, my hair looks freaky. But here we are, guys. Some big news inside of Clash of Clans. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the update sneak peeks that have been released by some of the super creators. I took a bunch of notes about that update material. I'm sure that I will be missing something, but I'll give you the lowdown in case you haven't seen. At Town Hall 18, there's going to be new defense levels for the Infernos, the Fire Spitters, the Mortars, Hidden Tesla, and Gigabomb. There's going to be new troop levels for Archers, Baby Dragon, Revive Spell, Earthquake Spell, which, by the way, gets 3 new levels. And there's also a rework of the mechanic, or an expansion of the Earthquake spell mechanic. The Hog Rider, Witches, Lava Hound, and Stone Slammer. There's going to be 75 additional max level walls released. So the new total, I believe, is going to be now 200 max level walls for Town Hall 18. So we'll have plenty to grind there. New level for spell towers will unlock a Earthquake Tower. So there's going to be another option for spell towers in the form of the Earthquake Tower. I'll give my thoughts on sort of what I think is actually going to be good or useful. There's also going to be a new pet called the Greedy Raven introduced, I believe, for Town Hall 18. But it's going to deal 5 times damage to resource structures. That's storages, collectors, mines, clan castle, and town hall. And I'm not sure whether or not any of the new content is going to be available at lower town halls, but it wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, that's sort of the lowdown. I do want to talk about 2 things in here that I think are worth noting. The Earthquake spell is now going to deal % damage to heroes and defending clan castle troops as you upgrade it past what is now, I think, level 5 is the maximum. So it's going to help you basically if you're fireballing a defense-rich zone that also has a hero that's sitting inside of that area. When you drop the quakes are actually going to further damage the heroes that are inside of that quaking zone. So not only are you going to be able to one-shot, zones that have a lot of great defense, but if there's a hero standing there as well, the Earthquake will actually damage the hero and sometimes kill the hero. So there's that. Additionally, the Earthquake Tower. Okay, I can't tell if this is actually going to be useful or not. I think poison is probably going to deal much more damage, be much more impactful for the attacker, because it's not only going to damage your troops over time, it is going to then slow them, so their attack speed is slowed. I don't know if the Earthquake Tower is really going to be used yet. I don't know. But, yeah. That's being added to the game. Also, the Greedy Raven. I've seen a couple different viewpoints on this. Some people think that it's going to be trash. One interesting thing, though, is because it has such good DPS, people are... The most compelling application that I've heard so far that people are speculating about would be to put the Greedy Raven on the Minion Prince. And so when the Minion Prince is diving in with dragons in front, Inferno Dragons, Dragon Riders, whatever it is, you're going to have an extra boost to kind of get you through with the Minion Prince. I think that's going to be kind of nice. I can also see the idea of putting the Greedy Raven onto the Grand Warden. And the reason for this is because sometimes when you drop a Grand Warden for a charge, there's going to be a lot of storages that are sitting in front of the defenses that you want to get to. And so the Warden can get slowed down by storages. So if you get that Greedy Raven onto those storages, it's going to help you power through those sections a little bit better. Get more, basically speed up the Warden walk. Hell, if you're charging the Town Hall, the Greedy Raven is going to deal 5 times damage to that Town Hall. So I think the Greedy Raven is going to be played on the Minion Prince and perhaps the Grand Warden. I do think that Sneezy, despite being nerfed a little bit, is still going to be a very, very good pairing for the Grand Warden, just because you get extra flying tanks that can go out, and also if you're using furnaces, you have a couple furnaces down, you have the Sneezy spawning boogers. There's a bunch of extra DPS that's on the board that's able to help the Warden along. So I think that Grand Warden could stand to benefit there. But I think that Sneezy is still extraordinarily useful despite those nerfs. We'll have to see how the Greedy Raven comes in. I'm excited that I'm going to be able to have another pet to upgrade. But if I'm being honest, I just don't know if it's going to be better than other things. So there's that. So anyways, good stuff about the update. I'm quite excited to be able to get more stuff for my Town Hall 18. It's interesting that right around the same time that I maxed out structurally, here they're releasing new defense levels, so that works for me. It's also not tempting me to start supercharging things that are about to get new levels, right? The Infernos get the level, the Spitters get the level, the Mortars get the level, the Tesla gets the level, and then also your Spell Towers are supposed to be getting that level as well for the Earthquake Tower. So we'll have to see. I'm not sold on the Earthquake Tower. When you think about it, if there's an Earthquake Tower in a base, someone can run air, and the Earthquake Tower actually does jack. Doesn't affect the flying troops. Meanwhile, Invis affects the air armies. Poison affects the air armies. Rage affects the air armies. So Earthquake, it's going to be there to pretty much only defend against ground. I just don't see that being very being meta, right? Like you want to have a base that's going to have teeth against every style of attack. I don't think the Earthquake Spell Tower is going to be that. And what's Mohammed? How you doing, Mohammed Das man? Moo, how are you, dude? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, good news for Clash of Clans. More update material, I believe, is supposed to be coming. I think we're getting another round of sneak peeks tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I think there's been some whispers about some stuff. A lot of people have seen some leaks online. I can't address those. I am an official creator for Supercell Games, so I can't speak to the leaks, but I have seen some of that stuff. I just can't talk about it. I can't spread it. And please don't talk about leaked material inside of my live stream chat or comment on the video leaked material. So yeah, that's what we've got. We are going to go ahead and get started with our progress today. We do have war, so we're going to have some war attacks to do across the 13 and the 18 here. But the biggest thing that we need to actually hit the ground running with is our new Town Hall 12. Our 11 popped overnight into a 12. We actually saved our daily star bonus for today, so instead of getting a 2x bonus to coincide with the event that everyone is experiencing, we're going to get the 4x bonus twice today, which is going to be some nasty ore. It's going to give us 8 starry ore overall, about 264 glowy, and then 4,400 shiny if we hit this properly. So yeah, got plenty of stuff to do. Our final spell of Town Hall 11 is cooking, so that's going to be fun. I figure what we should do is use our Book of Building on our Hero Hall so we can instantly start work on the Grand Warden. Grand Warden gets 20 levels at Town Hall 12. So I'm going to actually hit the button for this now and hammer that. I'm going to naturally let the laboratory go. That's going to be fine. And then the next thing that we want to do is get our clan castle, which should give us another 5 housing space. We do need to farm for that, so I think it's time. Let's go ahead and drop... Do we get more walls? I feel like we do. No, we don't. Wow. Did not know that. Did not know that. But we get the workshop. That's very important. We're going to actually drop the workshop now. And where do we put this? This base is not optimized. We got too much trash in here. Let's go ahead. Hold on. Let's move some stuff around so we can make space for it. We'll slide you in here, I think. And then I think the workshop fits here. So let's go ahead and get the workshop. Workshop, most important new structure to get going for yourself at Town Hall 12. It's going to give you, obviously, siege machines, which increase your attacking potential tremendously. Yes, you're able to be donated sieges at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 10, but being able to create them yourself just removes the need for someone to donate. You don't have to have someone around to help you or to help push you through that. I got a Coca-Cola on ice today because I didn't actually cool it down. Didn't actually get it in the refrigerator, have it ice cold out of the can. That's how I prefer to drink my Coca-Cola. Ice cold from the can, but this is kind of a warm one. Or, I don't know, cool. So got to put it over ice today. I think the smart thing to do would be to go ahead and burn all of our gold on walls. Let's go ahead and spend as much as we can. I think that's as far as we get, or one more. Yeah, okay, cool. And judging by how quickly I got done my walls at Town Hall 12 on my previous playthrough, it's going to happen quick. It's probably going to take me like 3 days. On my 13, I think I did it in 5. On this, I think it's probably going to take me 3. But that requires us keeping a builder available to get that done. Don't know if that's worth it. Let's go ahead and do our hits here. And since we have Clan Castle cakes waiting, I think it would be fine to use a Clan Castle cake. We have a few of them. I think we have 3. So we'll use one for today's stream. Use it. And let's reinforce. Let's just do that real quick. All right, so we got all of our attacking power. We are running the double charge with the ground warden, the ground, obviously ground queen. Oh, perfect. All right, so we get a bunch of resources straight off the rip. Let's go ahead, hit an arrow over here like this. Oh, we missed the right side. That's fine. We'll wait for the queen to pick a position. One thing that I don't like doing is dropping these healers too soon, and then they like stick to the clone queen. Much prefer this situation here. I am actually going to break into the wizard tower, so I have to spend 2. I'm going to put the wizard over there, help push the queen in. But that level 65 queen, man, she really pushes very well. Let's do this. Juice ourselves up a little bit. Wrap around. Come in here. I'm going to invis again. Just have her keep running down this way. He's looking good. I would like to lock on to the bow or to the eagle itself. The queen's doing fine. Let's do that. We didn't need both of those, but that's fine. We do have the eagle out now. That's huge. Air defense goes down. We'll drop all the dragons. Let's freeze up now. And then let's freeze up here and code him here. And this should be pretty crushed. Let's freeze here. Couple archers the outside, looking okay. And of course, we crushed it. You set up a nice little charge with both heroes to catch both sides of the dragon funnel. And man, those dragons just, they power through quick. Swagging a bunch of spells. GG's. Okay. All right, again, the next thing that we want to do is get that clan castle. So we need to do a handful more hits here to get that going. Also, we should remember that we are expecting to get 2 daily bonuses. So as soon as we complete this one, another one is going to be available, which is going to feel really nice. And we do not want to hit an 11. We definitely want to be hitting a 12 or a 13 because our heroes are powerful enough for that. All right, so this looks okay. Gold could be better, but we're not really concerned. We almost got 1,000,000 elixir for this hit, so that's, I think, where we really want to be. I don't want to put my queen in front of the single. I think if we arrow through the X-bows, that could be a good play. 2 ADs, nice. Let that go there. And then with this guy, I think we put him over here. Just let that go. We're walking into the eagle and the 3rd air defense, which is nice. Eagle's down. Good point of interest taken. Let's put the wizard to the outside. See if we can encourage the queen to want to take that air defense a little bit sooner. I'm gonna rage her here because I don't want to invis and have my wizard die on the flank. I'd rather have it like that. Let's drop this in here. I think that'll encourage her to walk in for the 2 multis, which is a very weak compartment. Those multis would be much better if they were spread out. Need to watch this situation over here because the queen, like she's, oh, wait a minute, what the heck's going on with these? Okay. I'm gonna poison you and invis you. So the CC only had a couple balloons. That's kind of weird. Invis again. Invis again. Whoa! That was my mistake. Do this, this. Do this, do this. Should be fine. Queen's gonna have plenty of healing now. But this is looking pretty cooked. I mean, there's not very many strong defenses left. We do not have the rage effect. Let's just double quake over that. Weaken that stuff up. We're going to totem over the Grand Warden. Just let all this push in. This should be fine. Queen's going to get that bow out, which is a big pickup. We don't need to do anything else here, I think. Yeah, it's just, too much high HP stuff, too much high damage stuff. We're looking good. And the Stone Slammer, again, just doesn't even open. Chilling, dude. Chilling, bro. Nice. All right, so there's the first bonus. 2,200 Starry, 132 Glowy, 4 Starry, 2,200 Shiny, and then 132 Glory. And there's the second bonus waiting for us. So we elected not to hit yesterday just so we could double up on the 4 times bonus for the new Town Hall. I would have, in hindsight, I would have loved to delay the Town Hall by 1 more day so I could get the 2 times bonus and then have 5 days of 4 times, but it is what it is. Let's reinforce, and let's hit again. I think we need 4 million to do the clan castle. So let's get after it. Something just finished upgrading right before our very eyes. We could have thrown an arrow because that looked like a dead base. Throw it through his collectors. Would like to get about 800,000 of each. These little less than 500,000 of each is just not worth the time. You know, we'll throw an arrow through here, take a bunch of money. And I'll actually throw this here and a couple of dragons like that, just to take his money. The elixir is the number that we actually care about. I think I'm fine just to kind of let all this go. It doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter. All right, we'll go ahead and leave. Got 50%. We don't need to think about it too hard. Again, it's an 11. I want a 12. You have max loot and CC. Oh, my guy. Looking out. Okay. Dude, I forget about my treasury. I farm so hard all the time that I, like, never look in my treasury. You're right. My dude, thank you. Saving me some grief. All right, we'll dump more walls on, or gold into the walls. We're going to go ahead and do the clan castle. W there. And then we did do our hero hall just so we could get on with our warden specifically. So this is going to mark the beginning of Town Hall 12. I'm going to instantly be putting down the warden all the way to level 40. I think that was the single best thing that I did on my last playthrough through Town Hall 12 is just perpetually upgrade the warden. The other stuff can take a little bit more time, but the warden needs the love. The warden needs all the love in the world. His level 20 to level 40 is a night and day experience. So yeah. And before we get ahead of ourselves, I think we also want to do this today. So we'll do this and the warden. I think that's where we land at the end of it, at the end of our farm today. Okay. But thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for pointing that out. I honestly wouldn't have even thought about it. Nice. Over 1 million elixir, we'll take it. The heroes defending are pretty low. Looks like sub Town Hall, or basically Town Hall 10-ish. So where do we go with this arrow? I'm trying to find a good angle. Guess we come across. There it goes. We one-shot his queen with that too. Lol. Alright. And then just wait for the clone. Regular queen to make it down. You know what we need to do? We need to put this down now. Okay. And on the side like that. Now there is that single. I don't like that noise, but she walks away. Okay. She is going to walk down here for an AD. I'm going to put the wizard in here to help get her towards the AD sooner. Yeah. That's not looking great. Oh, that's 2 singles. What am I doing with my spells? Oh man, this is rough, boy. And we can invis you. Okay, this is looking kind of weird. But it's only because we've taken our sweet time with this too. Okay. I'm just going to fly the dragons in behind like this. Oh man, that expo not going down is actually going to be kind of painful. Okay. Okay. So not painful at all, actually. Dude, why do the wall breakers, like, not want to do intelligent things? Like, it's actually hilarious to me. I mean, we've crushed it, right? But still, this queen has beat through an untold number of walls, and finally she arrives at a target. Kind of ridiculous. All right, we got it. Nice. Okay, so there's the back-to-back 4 times bonus. We love those vibes. One thing that I'm kind of like interested in doing is leveling equipment that I don't have leveled on my main account. But I'm also kind of like torn. Like, is that actually a good idea? Is it not? Like the stick horse, it's like the ability duration is temporary. Definitely a solid HP increase. Greater attack speed. But I mean, I don't know. Happy you saw my message before you tagged. Yeah, man. Yeah, totally. I just don't know if I really want to put resources into that stick horse or not. Because then I would feel compelled to run it, right? I definitely want to have or to hit the rage gem, to hit I think we're wanting to do the mirror and the arrow. One thing you have to realize about the mirror or the giant arrow is you get a really nice DPS increase and HP increase. Like, yes, the active ability is going to be the powerful component of the giant arrow, but like the raw stat boosts are actually very good on this piece of common equipment. And because the magic mirror doesn't actually offer the queen, like the real queen, the any kind of DPS increase, you need to have the other piece of equipment be like a strong DPS equipment. You're saying do the minion prints. You know? You're right. We've got really good progress on Queen and Warden. The King equipment is fine. But we haven't done jack squat for our minion prints. All right, so there's DPS increase on both of these equipments. Let's see how far we get. All right, so every 3 levels, we increase the slowdown, the duration of it, and the projectile damage. Projectile damage is negligible. Let's see about level 9. So we get it to level 9. Let's now go to the henchman puppet. Okay. Summon unit level. So that's the hit points and DPS. Oh, we're missing shiny. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're actually not able to do it. We're not able to get level 9 on that yet. But, you know, we added some solid DPS, some really good DPS to the minion prints that we just haven't been upgrading it. Like, I've valued the other equipment so much that I just, like, haven't given the minion prints any love in that regard. All right, let's hit the upgrade for the blacksmith. We're going to want this so we can get more levels on the equipment that we like. Of course, I think I might stop at level 9 equipment for this because it seems to be enough. Like, the print seems pretty strong. Just in general. Okay, we'll upgrade that. And then we are going to be putting that warden down at a certain point here. But let's continue. Uh-oh, wait a minute. We're missing a totem. Reinforce. And of course, having... Did you try his, to clone his puppet? No, I have not. I have not tried to clone the puppet. Do you know what the housing space is for the puppet? Like how many henchmen do you get when you clone once? I think it could be challenging to actually clone the henchman puppet, because usually he's like stuffed in behind like dragons, right? Like he's behind an air army. I think it could be really challenging to pop the ability and then actually like clone what you want to clone and not clone like a dragon or a bunch of loons. I think that would be kind of difficult to do properly, or reliably, I should say. You could do it properly, but being able to do it every time to where you're intentionally cloning henchman puppet. But I like having all these invis and freeze spells for my charge. Oh, nice. Okay. So this is a 13, but it is under-leveled. Looks kind of like my 13, honestly, the way he's gone with this. He's starting to do work on his T1 defenses. Okay, if I arrow across, I think I can hit 2. Yeah. Let's put you up here at this top one. Should have dropped him first. That's one, like, that's one bit of optimization that I've determined is, oh no, healers are now behind. Let's get him out of range. Thank you, Air Sweeper. Giving me all the love. And... cool. Alright, Warden is fine. Yeah, this base is so spread out that you can do stuff like this. Like that Warden is going to encounter 1 defense at a time, possibly 2. Alright, so that's 2 of 3, or 3 of 4 air defenses out. We're getting 1 of the Infernos with the Warden. Just trying to keep my eye on both heroes here. Alright, I see that. I'm gonna poison her. He should be fine. Yeah. Alright, and I think now is a good time just to spam the dragons. Send in like that. I'm actually going to totem you. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to keep my healers. We can totem him. Oh! Alright, cool. Warden does go down. We're going to freeze here. And it's fine. Alright, got the one dragon getting that isolated. Probably a scatter shot. I think that's probably what that is. Because it's a new structure. Nice, Archer's got it for us. GG's. Cool. How are they? Man, it's going to take us a minute. Do we have any builder potions? Oh, you know what? I think now is the time to use builder potions. Sick. Look at that. Okay. So we could get 5. It'd be 50 hours, which would give us the workshop builder back immediately. Also take over 2 days off of the laboratory, the clan castle, and the blacksmith. You know what? I'm going to burn the metals. Hammers are going to get me a lot less value here. I think if we just, yeah, builder, 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 builder. Cool. Let's check here. I don't see builder potions. Yeah, we're not doing gems. No builder potions here either. Okay. All right, so let's then spin the gold, because we need to get into our war hits soon. Our elixir. Oh, we still need to get that elixir up to 4.8 million. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, oh, nice. Okay, so our battlecopter finished. We're instantly putting it down again. 4 days. Bam. Piece of cake, dude. What's my boost here? Oh, it doesn't apply to the builder. Oh, aw, that sucks. All right. Well, whatever. Keep going. You're saying that the henchmen are 10 housing per? Interesting. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't think that I could do it reliably. Like, how I'm using him, I'm not using him by himself. Like, he's always stacked in behind other stuff. I feel like I'm more likely to get better value from, like, just cloning loons. Should I be throwing arrows just to, like, get storage damage? Well, let's not talk about that arrow. Throw one through here. Maybe we'll actually hit it this time. Well, the hero stepped in the way. Okay, let's not do that again. Just wasting our own time. I'd like to get a big base. Give me some big money. You know, this is fine, I guess. Should crush it. It's an 11. I'm gonna come across. Nice. Put Warden here. Nice. So the Clone Queen. I'm gonna actually loon here for this. Let's break you in. That's not good, actually. I think she's gonna miss. We might have to break a second time. Will she go in or not? I don't think she's going in. Yeah, it sucks. Well, do that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. That was kind of a waste of the totem. I was just trying to hold all my healers. Just trying not to forfeit a healer there. But I mean, double charge is just so strong if you're able to, like, intelligently multitask. Well, that's really not good. got that down. Let's poison him, keep the warden healthy, and we'll come in from this side. That should be pretty crushed here. I'm gonna rage the queen. Queen one shot, Inferno is already wounded. Could put those archers down sooner for time. Sick. Awesome. Let's see. You should farm for 50% to get the rank bonus if you want to farm for loot. Do not warden walk because you do not have fireball and you're waiting internal tome. I am running fireball though. I do have fireball. And I find that I just don't need the eternal tome. Like, at least with this particular army, I mean, this was a Town Hall 11, and we were hitting 13s constantly. The only time that we had issues were the last 3 attacks. And it's because those last 3 Town Hall 13s were, like, proper 13s. But we just hit 12 with this account today. I'm not worried about the viability of the strategy. I end up holding the fireball pretty late anyway. Sometimes I just swag it. But I'll take the DPS on I'll take a DPS warden any day. Okay, perfect. Okay, where do we put the warden? I don't like putting the warden in front of the queen. I think I'll arrow the right 2 here and drop the warden in front of the warden. Yeah, let's do that now. And then it's that. Okay. We missed. No, we didn't. Cool. Oh man, the clone's gonna die because the king distracted us. Now, I would have preferred the queen go to the right, but this isn't awful. It's a good break. Now, the only reason why I don't like, the big reason why I don't like this right now is because the queen and the warden are too close together. The warden is likely is gonna end up merging with the queen, and I don't like this at all. Let's freeze. Okay, well, this is the life that we're living. Queen and warden are together, finding lots of air traps. I'm gonna double loon over there because we can't reach that. I'm actually gonna freeze too. Once we get that, we're gonna... Nice. There we go. Bip. Good value. And then here we'll drop like this, this. And we're gonna invis. Cool. We could have poisoned the queen. We were trying to be optimal. But I mean, we've crushed it, right? All of our dragons are alive. All of our heroes are alive. We still have the henchman puppet to do work for us. But it's a piece of cake. Okay. don't. I mean, I could pop the Hitchman puppet, but I mean, it's not needed. Nice, cool. GG. Yeah, I don't quite understand what Zane was talking about. So yeah, that was an example of why when you use this particular army, the way I like to play the army, you never want your warden and your queen to merge unless it's like the very end of the hit. Or you've set up the attack so well, you've done, 40 to 50% of the base with just the queen and the warden. When you drop the dragons, the warden gets dragged into the dragons, ideally. Maybe at that point, if the queen merges in, fine. But, like, it's just better to keep the warden completely away from your queen. So if I arrow one direction, I want the queen to go a specific direction. And that time, I basically broke the pathing for her to walk right into the warden. We could mess with this. I don't know if we have a shot. Luckily, there's only one single. But man, these defenses, they really do slap. Warden's gonna go over here. Gonna break. Arrow. See, I don't one-shot the ADs with that. That's what's super awkward, right? Trailing Loon to help her out. Nice. Coco Loon doing the job. That's looking a little sketchy. Need the warden to kill that thing quick. See this. Don't like that. What's going on with my queen? I took my eyes off of my queen because I was too concerned about my warden. Well, let's do this. Let's just throw it. I mean, whatever. Let's freeze here. Rage. Freeze again. Freeze over here. Totem right here. Oh man, I dropped two by accident. Well, there's that going on. I want those Inferno Dragons to, like, really wreck. I just don't know if it's going to be possible. Poison the Queen, I guess. Zap out the... Oh, no, they died. Well, let's drop this for the money. I usually don't drop these things because I'm trying to do it, like, the way that it's actually going to play out. In a war attack, you don't get to use these troops in war. We'll just take whatever we can get here. It's not a huge problem. We're a new 12 hitting a 14. Oh my gosh. Okay. Man, even with the rage and all that going. Oh wow. Okay, so that scatter was one shot. Okay, well, that's all we get. Queen's gonna kill him. All right, let's hit the reinforcement and go again. All right, this is great. It's a lot of money. I'll take 1.4 million elixir from a Town Hall 11. Right. Base is simple. Hit it all the time. And here, I think it's just we drop him at 12. Queen gets wrecked. Cool. Break here. We wait for the queen to get locked onto by this archer tower. Make sure it's not on the clone. Then we drop. Aw, man. It wasn't looking at that mortar. Unfortunate. We're going to lose the wizard. Or not. Oh, no! And I took my eyes off my warden, too. Well, there's that. We're still going to crush it. I'm just being way too patient with spells here. Let's do this. Let's go like this. King goes down. You want to use this rage. Cool. That's all the ADs. I'm going to run the dragons in from this side. I'm going to drop you up here with you and a couple wings. I'm going to try this a little differently. Alright. Let's freeze. Okay. Let's freeze again. Nice. Couple archers the outside. Looking okay. Sick. It was going to be crushed no matter what. Losing the warden kind of early. Yeah, it was sloppy. But I mean, we completely wrecked it. Level 65 queen just does too much damage to these bases. Cool. You find an 11 that's got that much money, you take it every time, bro. Okay, let's do that. Let's then spend to get our elixir down and then upgrade the warden and pop all these builder potions. Then we'll hop onto the next account. Let's do 1. Let's do 2. I think that's correct. Or does that put us below? All right, let's do 1. Yeah. We should be good. Nice. Okay, so we nailed it. Great. Almost nailed it. Let's throw an arrow through something. Just to take exactly the amount of elixir that we need. That should be it. Kill eagle. Achievement unlocked. Cool. Alright, that should be it. We come here. Put the warden down. Sick. And then we are going to juice ourselves up with all these builder potions that we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going. Sick, dude. Nice. So all these new structures that are super, super important. Workshop, lab, clan castle, blacksmith, warden, all going up, all boosted. We will definitely be getting our Grand Warden in our workshop builders back today. So I think what we should do actually is farm a little bit more for this account, at least for now. So let's find another juicy one. The gold was really good, but we're after elixir. We want big elixir. We have army camps to do next. It's not even that big. We got war attacks to do on the 13 and the 18. Feeling solid there. I guess this is good enough. Oh, we should have put our king on the lineup, shouldn't we? All right, so we don't have a warden. 7 healer charge. Oh, we messed up. We didn't put the king in the lineup. This. Didn't hit the right side, that's fine. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Bruh. Give the real queen the healers back. Please? Or not. I mean... Whatever, dude. That is so awkward, those healers just sitting out there. Get in there and protect your healers, queen. Okay. Okay. We should be okay now. Let's break once. Let's break twice. Dragon out here. Seven healers. This queen's never gonna die. There's nothing. Nothing that could get this queen here. There are diminishing returns when it comes to heal it. Like when you add more healers. I am aware of that. I'm not that dumb. But we did not intend for this to happen quite this way. I'm gonna totem here. Then we're gonna look to freeze like this. It's about as perfect of a split for freeze as you could ask for. I'm gonna totem over that, and then freeze here again. And we're gonna orb, slow down the AD up there. Archers could have been cooking 10 years ago. But there it goes. Extra DPS. Noise. I'm just going to do this real quick. Just for time. Alright, cool. You're saying swap to the king. What's up, King Brian? How's it going? Swap to the king. Yes, yes, yes. Remember to swap to the king. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to put 5 million elixir into my storages before we swap accounts. So we're going to need to get a handful of hits off here. And then we need to get on with war. Also, do not disturb. Realize is not turned on. Took care of it. Sure, we'll throw one like this. Didn't hit the backside. I don't care. Oh, and I still have 7 healers. She should go up. Yeah, she's fine. Be nice to have baby dragons or rocket loons because I can now make them. Break. Alright, we lose a healer. Is she really gonna miss? I think she's gonna miss. We'll break again. She's still walking for another AD up here, and we have an extra wizard that's gonna help us out. Oh, the base is like dying. Okay. He's got dead infernos. His bows were gassed as well. All right. I think we just go in here. So we'll put king. This. Just send. It's a really tight path. We want the king to, like, maybe not go through the wall and just keep walking. Yeah. Let's totem here. I'm going to rage. Because we don't have the Warden backing us up. And totem again. We didn't have to totem that at all. Also did not have to drop the Quakes. And let's get down to one more. Sick. Cool. GG. I see a bunch of elixir right here. I'm just gonna steal it and get out. I could probably drop a wizard for the... No. I'll drop the king over here. But only when it's time. We'll go like this. Wizard. Dragon. Dragon. Really only care about this elixir. So I'm going to put this guy here. Let's do that. As soon as we get Clan Castle and this collector, we will leave. Do not care about his dark storage. It's not going to help us. All right. And the town hall has been 50% maybe. Sick. All right, we're out. Bye. Solid amount of loot there for very little trouble. All right. I could have arrowed for the top one too. If I'm trying to do this like cheap. This is good. Cool. Is it loaded? No. You know, this is making it kind of tricky to actually get this, but it's possible. I just don't know if my angles. Yeah, I got one of them, not both of them. Oh, the queen needs to go in for that, right? Step in, please. That NATO almost got me. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna put all of the healers onto this queen. It doesn't really matter. Diminishing returns are real. Well, we lost the wounded healer. Queen's gonna leave, and then we'll break her back. No, maybe we won't break her back in. If we do, we'll break her in closer to that side. But what I'm seeing here is a king with a wizard. This. Yeah, let's break her right there. Totem there. It was kind of a late totem. And we'll freeze. Nice. That one loon over that Inferno got 2 black mines, which is like so good. Get both the Inferno dragons like in tip-top shape. But it's easy. Pow. Okay. Like I said, I want to get it up to 4 million elixir. Because I will come back to this account like later tonight when I'm not streaming. Also, I keep forgetting to take off those healers in favor of a couple babies. I think perhaps another loon. And maybe a minion and an archer. Okay, so we have a little bit more pre-funneling potential. Now, this is a 13. It does look weak, obviously. Town Hall 9 / Town Hall 10 defenses. He does have scatters. He does have an upgraded eagle. Town Hall weapon is obviously going to be strong, but look at those heroes. Those are, like, hilariously low. One arrow could get 2 ADs and an Inferno, I think. If I nail it, okay. See where she wants to go. Okay, so we're going that way. I actually like this better than her deciding to go left, because this is where all the juice inside the base is, right? I think I will attack straight into that scatter. But we're going to have to rage and use a bunch of spells on this queen here to get these Infernos plus the AD. I don't like that she turned that way first. And... okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And invis. Okay, we'll let her keep cooking. Invis once more. Okay, so she's gonna go away from the town hall. 1, 2. Will she get the healers out of there? Nice, cool. All right, we like that. I am going to go. Let's see, like this. Moving just fine. We're gonna totem. Gonna double quake like that. It's a lot of good value. We're going to freeze. We're gonna freeze again. Poison over the heroes there. And it's completely wrecked. I mean, what else do you say? Pow pow. Here it goes. W. Okay, so we've crested 4 million elixir. We're happy with that. We got our builder potions plugging away right now onto 5 really important things. That's all we need to do here. Over on the builder base, we put down our battlecopter going to level 17. Meanwhile, the battle machine is going to level 19. So we're looking really good. This account, it's probably, when I was doing the math on it, I thought it was going to take me something like 20 days if I'm nailing every single timing to actually get my 6 builder unlock. But that's where we're at. I'm definitely happy with that. All right, this count looks awesome. Very excited to have another Town Hall 12 joining the ranks. Let's move up to the Town Hall 13. Now, what's up, Zukito Kassin? What up, dog? How are you? Welcome to the stream, guy. Hope all is well. All right, so over here, this is where when I made my post on Discord today, I was talking about how it feels like Town Hall 13 is the first Town Hall that kind of starts to slow down, right? There's so many things about Town Hall 13 that make it feel like a major arrival point inside the game. The Royal Champion comes into the fray. you go up another, like there's a lot of hero levels that you get at Town Hall 13, similar to Town Hall 12. I think there's even more at Town Hall 13, which is insane. Because I thought Town Hall 12, there's no way I'm sticking around just to max these heroes. Like, there's just no way. I'd rather move on, get the 4th hero slot, and be a stronger attacker that way. So I've been looking at some of these, like, first upgrades for a few days now, right? Like the workshop, I put that down, the spell factory, the clan castle. These are all very like essential things. I haven't even got to my army camps yet. I haven't even dropped my new scatters. So there's so many different things to do at Town Hall 13. I would advise when you do play Town Hall 13 as a new player that you actually play the Town Hall. Because when you look at what the maximum hero levels are, it's 75 for the king, 75 for the queen. It's 50 for the minion prince and 50 for the warden, as well as 25 for the royal champion. Those are just foundational levels for your heroes. You can get away with going to Town Hall 14 or even 15 if you have max Town Hall 13 heroes. You can go toe-to-toe with those Town Halls. It makes it so much easier if you actually just put in the work at Town Hall 13 and then skip 14 and go straight to 15. Again, the reason for skipping 14, the pets at Town Hall 14 largely suck. The unicorn is the only one that you should really be sticking around for. But going to Town Hall 15, you instantly get much more useful pets. And you can just avoid wasting resources and valuable upgrade time on pets that are immediately outclassed when you pass Town Hall 14. So just keep that in mind. See if there's anything I can put down here. This builder base is completely worthless to me. I don't really care about it at all. I want to spend gold, though. What's the biggest gold expense I can do? 240. Okay, whatever. We'll do Megamind. Who cares? And we'll boost. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get into war with this account. I have been running a queen charge with dragons. The CC spells, I've said this the last few times that we've done this together. The CC spells are truly flexible. I think that you can run totems to great effect. I think that also if you're finding in your league, in your ranked attacks, that you're finding town halls that are above yours, a recall can be just as valuable because you can charge your queen super, super deep before she ends up going down because she's overwhelmed on all sides. You can yoink her out and then redrop her out, like right beside where you put her in. She's then going to continue to get amazing value. I do think that that CC slot, it's either totems or a recall, and totems are going to be better at supporting your dragons when you drop those. The recall is going to be better if you're facing a town hall up, but you want to press the queen in to like insist upon getting value. So anyways, here we go. There's 2 Town Hall 13s for us to attack in this war, surprisingly. Normally it's like, you know, all 18s, 17s, maybe a couple 16s, and then they throw in a couple 11s just to fill out a war. That's not the case here. There's actually Town Hall 13s to attack. But this CC is loaded. His heroes are looking okay. Looks like he did skip a bunch of Town Hall 12 just like I did because his queen is only level 55. That's only 5 levels over Town Hall 11. So yeah. Let's see. What will we do to take this base apart? Obviously, we're running queen with an arrow. We are going to be throwing an arrow through 2 air defenses, if at all possible here. We want to keep the queen away from the singles for her charge. Seems to me like getting an arrow through that dark drill to take that one there, and then that one up here. Plus damaging or taking out a sweeper, damage on to a scatter, an expo, and the clan castle. I don't know. There's a lot of damage value if we nail that arrow. We're taking out the sweeper. That means that we'd be able to drive the dragons in directly at the eagle artillery. I think is a good choice. Do want to break queen in for at least the first scatter. The king we can set outside for the funnel. So the way I like to run this is the ice golem, wizard, and baby dragon are specifically to drop with your king to help power down and establish the funnel for the dragons. That's generally how I like to play that. So yeah, I think I see my plan here. Plan looks good. Let me get out the 18 so I can start donating to myself, and we'll go ahead and get into these hits. While we're thinking about that, let's peek at the second base. Okay, so it's just a box. So as long as you get 280s with the arrow, and then take a good 25% to 40% of the base with the queen charge, the rest of the base is pretty cheese. Very, very easy. Let's get that. So let's request up. War. Sick. I will stick with the totems here. I don't think that we need to pull her out based on the way that base is shaped. And we do have a poison in our comp. That's good. Sick. All right. Wondering if it's worth it to drop a power potion. I guess so. I'm not gonna hero potion. I'm saving my hero potions for my ranked attacks, which will be one hero potion a week. Yeah, it seems like power potion would be a good option here because we only have like the healers upgraded so far. The loons are being worked on right now. Cool, So yeah, I think we will boost the army for this. Boost the army. Everything goes up a level. That's going to help us out. And then, yeah. Queen Giant Arrow with action figure. We have the king. Spiky Ball Earthquake. Henchman Puppet. Dark Orb. Then we have the Rage and the Fireball. We are going to probably look for a Fireball onto the Eagle, I think. Yeah. Okay. All right, so first attack is right here. Last time to run the attack down, I do want to drop the queen onto this Dark Elixir drill, the bottom of the Dark Elixir drill here. Arrow should go through one air defense, scatter, storage, clan castle, sweeper, storage, ground hardening expo, air defense. That's going to be a massive arrow, right? And then the queen, ideally, I would like her to walk towards 3. I don't want her to turn left here. I want her to go towards 3 because then we'd have the opportunity to break her in for the scatter shot. We might adjust the comp a little bit just to allow for another funneling baby dragon. I think that could help tremendously. So taking out a couple of those loons in favor of a second baby dragon. Yeah, let's do that. Because we're going to need her to actually get in there and like do stuff. Okay. This looks fine. This looks good. Let's get after it. Scout. Attack. Again, I see the arrow. Okay, let's go. missed the top one. She wants to go left, does she not? Will she go right now? She does. What a babe. And then we'll drop you right here. I would like to break here. I just don't know if she's going to actually take the break. I think she's going to walk past it. I really think she's about to walk past this, which has got me concerned. Wow, she comes back. What a babe. Okay, let's rage. Oh no! Oh no! Cut it out. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to live with that. Dragons, I think we're going to run in from 3 o'clock. Now that I'm kind of observing this. Okay. Will she shoot that thing over the wall or not? Okay, she does go for it. That's actually critical. All right, so let's go and drop now. Here. Okay. All right, so we got our queen is safe, looking okay. Okay. No queen. You're not allowed to die yet. Not allowed, not permitted. Freeze up. I'm gonna quake and quake. Would be cool. Let's throw that now. Freeze again. And we're gonna totem over this backside. Like that. Throw it now. And we've cleared it. GG's. Piece of cake, dude. Taking our time to get the queen in there to establish one part of the dragon funnel. We changed our mind about where we were going to drop the dragons after we started the hit, but ended up working perfectly, right? We still ended up dropping our king with the ice golem and the wizard in the same location. The wizard almost actually killed that Inferno Tower for us, but there was one other archer tower that could see him from long distance. Sweet. Okay. So we got the first hit done. Let's go ahead and request again. We'll keep the same composition, but might tailor it a little bit once we get another look at the base here. But this was a box base. Just a box, right? A box within a box within a box. So the question is, how do we line the arrow? This is the easiest arrow from this gold mine, north. Then probably a baby dragon over here. We can break the queen once to get in for Expo Scatter Queen. We notably, taking this entry keeps us away from the clan castle, so that when it is time for that clan castle to come out, the dragons I think are going to be on the field. It would be nice for the queen to beat into this compartment and take that AD, because then we would have this strip to drive the dragons like that. That sweeper is probably going to give us maybe a little grief, not too much. If you look at actually where it covers, it's not tremendous. But say the queen doesn't walk south for us. and she walks north. We just break her in here and have her deal with the Infernos. Like, have her deal with that. And then we'd come behind this sweeper with the dragons. Directly into the eagle. Okay. All right, we see it. Not bad, not bad. How many supers do we have? Super wall breakers? Only one. I kind of want two. I'm seeing this compartment with this trash as potentially being a trap to where if I break, she's going to walk out anyway. And I need to have a second break available. So I think taking a second wall breaker is actually going to be pretty important. Meaning we get rid of a baby dragon in favor of a super. And then we take a couple more archers, I think. So we have 5 archers then. And let's see quickly, where can we drop archers for efficiency? I think a couple archers up there could be nice, actually. I think maybe we can put a couple archers onto the hut in the workshop. Maybe drop an archer for a hut there. Yeah, okay, I see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then we'll drop queen, arrow like 5 o'clock towards like 2. Okay. Let's go. All right, wish me luck. What's up? Asitha, how are you, dude? Asitha? What's up? How are you? Welcome to the stream, man. All right, we want to put the archers down first, so we'll go 1, 2, 3. Like that. Got it. Sick. Break you in right here. Wizard there. Bro, this queen really wants to be in it. That was a waste. Okay. All right. Queen's doing what we actually wanted to do. Archers took what we wanted them to take. Plus more, actually. And we're chilling. Yeah. I think this is... We are chilling. Alright, I don't like those vibes. We need to do this just to not take another scatter shot before we heal up a little bit. And now we should be fine. So she should beat in for this air defense and archer tower. And as soon as she gets through this wall, I think we're good to drop over here with the king and then all the dragons. We do want her to actually start attacking that stuff before we do this. So we'll go right now. And then we'll go like this, and this, and this, and this, and that. And then we'll get ready to freeze. Freeze up the CC. Poison. Okay, we got that. Very nice. I'm going to double quake there. Could be toteming now, but we're not. We're going to freeze that. This is looking pretty cooked, I think. Totem like that. Freeze like this. Rage the queen. Nice. That king ability going off late like that was actually clutch. Fireball. And it's all gravy, baby. G to the G. Spells left over, 3-star. Nerd. There we go. Gotcha. Sick. Okay, so that's the 7. That was the 13. Both war attacks in quick and easy triples. Nice controlled triples. That's the way I like to see the game played. With control. If you can't control your army, bro, go to school. Stay in school. Very good. I realize I've been sitting here for an hour and a half. Have not taken a bathroom break. I think I can make it 25 minutes today. Strangely, I've sucked down this Coca-Cola pretty quick. I don't have to take a leak. Usually I do. All right. So what's this? Oh, I do want to boost builders, I think. So there's builder potions there. Are there builder potions in the shop over here? Raid metals. No, don't want that. Research is sold out. Yeah. I think research potions are such good value. I'm surprised that like you can't buy builder potions with raid metals. I'm really surprised. Of all the things that they allow you to purchase with raid metals, you can't buy that. Very weird. Also, this is way too expensive. 285 gems for one research potion or builder potion. That's horrible. That's terrible exchange. Do not recommend doing that at all. Cool. Okay. Well, this account's looking good. Nothing to do over here. Guess this is where we decided we wanted to do builder potions to speed up our early progression. And then we're going to pop... I'm actually going to wait to pop those a little bit later. Because if we're about to look at a different account, our Town Hall 18, we're going to need to not miss the timing, right? Like if we pop a builder potion, that gold mine is going to be done like this. So I don't want to miss any efficiency there. I'll have to do that when I can actually focus on it. All right, cool. So that account is looking straight. Feels great. All right, Town Hall 18 time, baby. Let's go. Why don't you just use the RC? Because I'm upgrading it. It's a brand new Town Hall 12. And I think it's upgrading to level 11. I'm perpetually upgrading the RC until she's done. She'll be upgrading for the next, like, 20 days or something. I think that's what I have left, like 20, 25 days on the RC to be finished. Actually finished with the RC. All right. And something completed over here. And what was it? Spring Trap, Bomb Hive, Gold Mine. Oh, I think it was my other bomb tower. Okay, cool. Nice. You know, part of me, like, doesn't want to use a builder because I want to be able to drop builders directly onto the update defenses, which, if you haven't seen, Town Hall 18 is getting new defenses. The sneak peek videos were released today. Infernos, Teslas, Spitters, and Mortars are getting new levels. The Spell Tower is getting a 4th level, which will allow you to shift it to an Earthquake Spell Tower. I do not think that this Spell Tower, the Earthquake Spell Tower, is going to be particularly good. It doesn't affect air. So all 3 other Spell Tower versions affect air, except for the Earthquake Tower. It doesn't affect air. I think that is a bad thing for the defender. Because Rage is just OP. When you hit a bunch of Rage, when you hit a Rage on like 7 defenses, right? Or like, even like 4 or 5 defenses, like a Rage Tower is incredibly valuable for the defender. But if someone brings air and you have Earthquake Towers, none of your stuff gets touched. It's actually pathetic. So I don't really get why the Earthquake Tower is like the next best thing to come out. I'm not seeing it yet. I have to see it in action. Wow, 9 years into the game. GT Armor. Are you talking about my 18 here? I played pretty hardcore for many years and streamed and created videos for many years, and then got burnt out and started creating content for Brawl Stars when that game first dropped, and then got just tired of Brawl Stars, and then stopped streaming altogether. And I came back to streaming last year, streaming Squad Busters, and then they killed Squad Busters last October. So I came back to Clash of Clans, and I gotta say, Clash of Clans is just it's an amazing spot. I think this game is incredible. Like it was my first mobile gaming love. It will always be my strongest mobile gaming love. How are you doing, Zukito Kason? How are you, dude? We're kicking some butt. We just nailed it with our Town Hall 13 in war. Now we got to do the same on our 18. Got to make the magic happen. And this is the army that I've been preferring. I'm hoping that I can promote to Legend this week. I think that would be a lot of fun. Just give me the ultimate difficulty. That is below esport mode, which is even harder than Legend. Let's see. What are the bases available to attack? Oh, I should put up my request because it might take the clan a second. War. Cool. All right. So there have been a couple one-star fails up top here. A few. These are kind of tragedies. Wow, this guy Adam, look at him. 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Brother. This guy has 3 Town Hall 18s. Are we serious now? What? Homie has 3 Town Hall 18s, and they're all at the very top. Let's see what these bases look like. See if there's a fireball that strikes me. I mean, if you hit his hero bell, you get insane value. If you hit his multi, if you hit either, like any of this, you'd get insane value. But it could be better to go for like the Super Wizard Tower here, just be an easier fireball. The problem is if you're not taking like multi-infernos out, the Rocket Loon hits can kind of struggle because that means that your king and your queen would have to run in there to get that done. I'm not really liking the shape of this base. We'll come back to this later if it presents. This is interesting. I mean, we could quick fireball for his multi and take his clan castle multi-gear, severely wound these 2 heroes that are standing there. I think we might be able to kill the. I mean, if we don't kill the minion prince, we'd kill him almost immediately after. That'd free up the warden to attack the king. Headhunter would be simple. Man, you know what'd be really cool is to actually get that bomb tower out of center of the base. I think it's a pretty clear idea, though. To fireball for the clan castle takedown and then redrop either at 3 or 9 o'clock with the warden. Because these island infernos are really only going to be taken down successfully by like a warden charge, or like I would drop the RC to the other one. Whichever one I drop the warden on, I drop the RC to the other one, pop the rocket spear. This is obviously concerning, just being so isolated. Let's see what Worf did. Oh, he took the mass throwers. Okay. See how we set it up, though. I think Oh, he is zap. Okay, so he's on zap throwers. It's interesting, man. Zapping out one defense. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. Just the one defense for all that spell space. I don't buy it. All right, so this is like crazy amount of headhunters. Is it all headhunters? Bruh. Okay. So if I don't get that fireball off and actually hit what I came to hit and get the quakes, I'm going to have 50 million headhunters running at my warden. See, this is why I don't like these thrower attacks. Like, A, there wasn't really much of a funnel at all done here to kind of set this up. But a lot of people say that with this style attack, you're supposed to think less and just drop your stuff. I do not like that at all. What's up, Navri? How are you? Navri. And then see, like, this is still anti-thrower. Like, the range is just barely too far, right? It's one tile too far. So this is literally set up to be anti-thrower. And then at this point, we have no control here. You have no spells to help deal with the long shot. We barely get it, but then the queen steps over here. And then Invis goes off. And this is where the 1-star comes in, right? Like, queen is going to run all the way around, auto die. And now for some... okay, I guess they can't see that. I thought they could see the town hall from there. Am I tripping? Or are they trying to break the wall because the Invis went off? Yeah. And that's toxic. And it goes off again. It takes them so long to get through the walls. The Invis spell actually completely recharged after killing his queen and prevents the and causes the 1-star. That's insane. That's actually nuts to me. I'm sorry. That's just like, wow. Wow. Okay, this was the base that we were kind of saying we wanted to avoid for now. So yeah, I think the easy thing to do is just like try to take the quick fireball to the multi-inferno. Let's make sure that there's not Tesla sitting directly in front of this, because I know there was some like over here. I think I saw Tesla's pop on like next to these mortars. This is that zap trick that gets literally only the revenge. This warden. Oh, we auto lost the warden. His warden just auto died. Brother. Brother, wow. Okay, so I see where he's got his stuff now. His king goes down super early too. See, this is just... these aren't good events. You lost your warden, which is supposed to be like the primary driving force for the throwers. And it wasn't even like, oh, warden AI got the better of you, which happens. It was literally he dropped the warden into a position and really didn't protect him. Like, it was totally not something that was like the warden AI's fault. This is just such a goofy shape, you know? All right, so at least we know where the Teslas are. Okay, so we have our troops. We're going to quick fireball for his multi-target Inferno, which is sitting right in front of the clan castle. That would give us Ricochet, multi-archer tower, multi-gear, and CC, plus critical damage onto both those heroes. I think we then would drop some rocket loons for the mortars and the Teslas that are going to pop up like the second this stuff starts going on. Drop Invis first, then Warden Fireball maybe. Yes, I totally agree with you. I think dropping the Invis over these two things, and then when we drop the Warden, we auto throw from this position, but the Invis has to be down. And then behind that, we get rocket loons for these mortars. We just drive the Warden directly straight at this monolith. This is going to eventually become... These guys on the sides are eventually going to become maybe a little bit problematic. But I think that's when we look to redrop the Warden at 3. You know what? I won't drop him at 3. I'll drop him at 9. And then... we would, I think, wherever we drop the Royal Champion, we would be dropping the King with the Queen on that side as well. Just allowing the Warden to soak as much solo percentage as possible. But it would be pretty incredible to actually get the Warden in to take out the monolith, which I don't think it's going to be difficult to do that. Okay. Warden goes over at 9. King, Queen, RC over at 3. RC's Rocket Spear is meant to take that down. So you know what? I'll probably drop the RC directly onto the Wizard Tower. Let the Queen clear the Archer Tower. Pop the Rocket Spear. Tap, 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 tap. Right? Or tap, 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 tap. That takes out basically relieves all that pressure over on the right side. She can walk into the air defense fire spitter at that point if the air defense is still up, but the fire spitter should be up. And then the King and the Queen can drive in towards the Queen here. We have a bunch of rocket loons that we can be flying in to help deal with the Revenge Tower. We're going to probably end up using rocket loons to pre-trigger the Invis here when our heroes start making it that direction. Because we need that Invis to be down before we start attacking that compartment. Otherwise, it's gonna throw us completely off. Like, if our Warden walks up here, and this triggers while he's attacking it, he's gonna try to walk all the way to the other side. And this long shot, that Ricochet, and that multi-archer are going to murk him. Murk. All right. We got what we need. Let's go ahead and attack. It's a regular clan war, guys. It's a regular clan war. Don't need to be so insistent upon it. Let's make sure we got the right base selected. It's this one. Cool. Let's go. Got it. Sick. Yeah, it's fine. He can eat that Gigabomb. Right? He's going to walk over it, right? Or not. Cool. He's going to walk past it. He's not going to, like, trigger it and murk my healers, will he? Okay. Okay. I'm going to go like this. Okay, we'll keep an eye on time. We need to get him out soon-ish. And drop him over at 9. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. We wanted to go ahead and go like this, queen, king, you, take this down, pop. I'm gonna poison queen here. Warden's fine, right? Let's drop you here. We're gonna do that real quick. Alright, we're gonna totem here. Queen and rage. Queen, get it. Thank you. Alright, we got time. We're looking fine. Could have invised up. But that's all, folks. You got it. A little dissection is all you need sometimes, nerds. A little dissection is all you need, nerd. Which state are you from? I'm from Georgia. From Atlanta, man. G to the G, 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 G. Nerd. Got him. Piece cake. Little cleanup hit. Exploit the weakness. Don't lose your warden in the first 5 seconds of the raid. It's literally, I honestly think he might have had that. And I say the only reason I say might is because he didn't actually have a plan for those island infernos on either side. Oh, nice. Smasher. Cool. So we got another level for the Smasher. We do have a Book of Fighting that's waiting for this purpose. I'm going to pop it for this. And then we'll be farming the rest of that to get to the 22.4 million. That's the last level for Guardians. Cool stuff there. So yeah, there's that. What else is going on with this? Gold mine later tonight. Nice. Okay. Well, sounds good. All right, let's go ahead and request for war again. Send. I didn't even think about a flame flinger for that attack. And in all honesty, I think a flame flinger could have done nasty things to those island infernos, right? Like you just like trade rocket loons to get like the mortars out. And let the flame flinger take those island infernos that we crushed it, right? But still. I hate these bases so much. Like, I really, really hate these bases. I can't seem to make the right choices when it comes to these, like, wild-looking town hall compartments. Like, this is the dumbest-looking thing I've ever seen. Like, this is what the base building meta is in Legends League. You just create an impossibly thick town hall compartment. You put a few valuable things in there, and your long shot just pelts everybody. Sick, though. All right, I'm not liking the way that looks. What is 0-2? That was the other one that we weren't particularly excited to fireball. I mean, I think the easiest fireball to hit would be to try to go for like we try to hit this, and then we walk into this. And then when we redrop, again, we're just redropping over at 3. Is that ground targeting? Yeah, so that's going to be super range. So, like, while we're hitting this, that's going to be hitting us. That's where rocket loons come in, man. Get some good rocket loons in there. Deal some good damage. Aid with some of the pathing choices. It's just like, if you're running Fireball and you don't hit this core with the Fireball, I think it's going to be a problem. I think it's going to be a big problem. What is this? He's got the hero. Man, his hero bell's maxed out too. That looks great. Kudos. What does it do? I haven't actually looked at the max hero bell stats before. Because I've been doing the bomb hive. Defense hero HP. That looks insane. 35% extra. 17% extra damage. Woo! That's disgusting. Okay. Let's see about the number 1 base. Maybe the number 1 base just strikes this as like a better base to hit. I kind of like the way that looks, honestly. I mean, if we fireball the Expo, we'd get that, right? We're also we'd be putting our Warden down right in front of that king, and that king looks angry. He looks mean. He looks so mean. Wait a minute. There's something that I actually want to look at. Okay, this guy's a maxed out hero bell. Let's look at the king stats. It doesn't actually show you in this tooltip what the HP is now with the hero bell boost. I think that could be an interesting quality of life change. Like, for specifically for war, right? Like where you get to scout and actually look at the structures. But if that's going to boost my heroes by that much, I would like to see that number. I think that'd be interesting if they did that. You say, finally moving to Town Hall 15. And Frost, what's up? How are you, man? Over on the Twitch side. How are you guys? Finally moving to Town Hall 15. Yeah, man. Congratulations. Town Hall 15 is a pretty gnarly town hall. Love Town Hall 15. This is going to be challenging. I think hitting the fireball for that archer tower, it's a quick and easy fireball. It's quick and easy, right? It's just, it makes me question, like, is the value good enough? All right, if I drop my warden here, rocket loon this, we would invis at least the ricochet cannon and invis like these two things together. So 2 invis gets me these. Warden would then continue to walk to the right. Take a spell tower, take a super wizard tower. I think we'd be well served to try to pre-trigger the spell tower with a rocket loon, just so it doesn't throw onto the warden. So maybe 1 rocket loon for that archer tower here. Cause spell tower to throw to that first. And then I think after we get these things here, I think a good plan would be to redrop him again over at 3. Basically mirror exactly where we put him before. And then just have him work. We could then send the heroes directly at the monolith and the town hall. And just have them push directly into Inferno Tower Hero Bell. I think that's a good idea. I know that this isn't going to be cleared yet, right? The Warden's going to get redropped. And then we're going to slip the heroes, both the King and the Queen, in like that. But, like, it should free up enough, right? We can drop another Rocket Loon to the Archer Tower to pre-trigger that one. And then RC, I'm thinking, again, keep the RC away from the Warden. Drop the RC over here to the Mortar. Eliminate the Mortar. Rocket Spear off the rip. We should be able to get these 3 things here. And then it's just all about King, Queen, Rocket Loon-ness, trying to get all this stuff that's on the outside. But King, Queen have to be able to get this in the center. And it might be difficult for that to happen. Like these are high hit point, high damage things. Right? That Hero Bell. 4,900 hit points. That's actually a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's more than the Inferno Tower. It's kind of insane. I didn't know that's how high the HP went. What army are you mainly using, or do you switch it up often? For now, I've been on the Fireball Rocket Loon train, and I've been taking 5 furnaces. I mean, this is what I've been doing. And then for a siege, have I not requested? Okay, I did. I'm still waiting on troops from the clan. But yeah, Fireball Rocket Loon has been like my go-to. I'm trying to push into Legend League with Fireball Rocket Loon because it's like, in my opinion, like when I see good Fireball Rocket Loon attacks, they're some of the most beautiful looking hits because they are just like you have to execute. You have to execute the attack. If you take your eyes off your Warden, if you take your eyes off of your Royal Champion, which you've sent in by yourself or whatever it is, it's like it's one of the most beautiful and like can be overkill attacks if you do it right. I've yet to try the Rocket Loon Fireball. Seems fun though. Yeah, Frost, I would say give it a shot, man. Like, do it, practice it, don't give up on it. It is a more like structured attack. It is a more like a higher difficulty attack. You have to practice that hit. It's not like the like thrower spam. It's not the Meteor Golem spam. It's not the Dragon spam. It is it's a very surgical attack. You have to know what your objectives are to execute it. You have to not overspend Rocket Loons in the first 20 seconds of the hit. Unless it's like for a very specific reason, right? You need to be able to have Rocket Loons for the back end. And then you need to know how to get your king and your queen into the base for a Sui to achieve maximum value. Ideally, maybe your king dies, but your queen stays alive to the end. But it's like you have to do everything properly, and that's what I like about Fireball Rocket Loons. I can tell what my mistakes were when I make them, as opposed to spam, which is you can't tell. Throwers and Meteor Smash Fireball is what I've mainly been using. Yeah, prior to like getting on the Rocket Loon train, I was on Fireball Meteor Golems. I tried Fireball Throwers, or no, excuse me, not Fireball Throwers, but just like Throwers and Healers. And what I can say is my Warden was doing the most like dumb things, always stepping out in front, always trying to die, that I just said, you know what, screw it. If the Throwers are messing with the Warden AI this much, I'd rather run an attack where I'm more like, where I understand what the Warden is really going to do next. Instead of like, you drop it behind 10 Throwers and suddenly, but for some reason your Warden wants to stand in front of them. or like stand to the side and get shot by like three flanking defenses. Well, we are still waiting. I will probably end up reinforcing in just a couple minutes because we do want to get these hits off. We're over 2 hours today. And this will be the last thing that we do today is to do this war attack. If you guys give me just a second, I'll be back in a moment. And when I mean a second, give me like 1 minute. And then I'll do my war hit. And we'll complete the stream. Okay. Thank you for your patience. All right, we are going to go ahead and reinforce and do the hits. Thrower's Furnace Hybrid seems kind of fun as well. Yeah, I just don't like the thrower. Like I can't seem to get my heroes to behave properly around the throwers. And I know they were buffed. I know that the life gem was buffed. I know that those two things together, you know, base stat increases, movement speed increase for the thrower, plus the life gem on top of all of that has made them much more viable and much stronger. But I just don't like the way that they behave. I don't like the way that my warden behaves around my throwers. So I after I tried running it for about a week, it was just like nah, not for me, not my cup of tea, not my glass of Coca-Cola. That's valid, man. Yeah, everyone's gonna have their preferences. Everyone's gonna have their own style, and it doesn't mean that my style is better or more powerful than others. I just think that, you know, after giving it a really good go, I just couldn't get it to work properly for me. Okay, so we've reinforced. And I'm trying to remember which base we were. This was definitely not the one. It was supposed to be this one. Okay, I'm really like worried about this hit. Just because I'm not sure how successful the king and the queen are going to be. There's a lot of walls that they would need to get through. I think Earthquake Boots on the king would be a good thing to change up. I like experimenting with attacks. It's fun, you know? Absolutely. What's up, Pierre Ghost? This base is full. Yeah. Bonjour. How are you? Yeah, I also like experimenting. I do a lot of my experimentation kind of late at night. Like, I'll just like put in a weird troop combination and be like, does this work? Like, I'll have an idea. Sometimes it's centered around like pieces of equipment. Sometimes it's just centered around troops and just imagining like kind of like what the synergies are, like what the synergy could be. I think Earthquake Boots actually is the play here. The more I look at this core, if I open that, it's going to make the queen so much more successful. It's going to make the king so much more successful. It's really nice that we can get this monolith out of the way before there's like a million things pounding down on both our heroes. By the time our heroes make it up this way, there's really not a lot that's going to be melting them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let's swap over to the Earthquake Boots for this. I think that is I've been playing Snake Bracelet because it's the thing I've been upgrading most recently. But I think Earthquake Boots is the call. Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball could get us insanely good value. Okay. We're looking good. Okay, let's go ahead and do the hit. This one, I believe. And I do want to see, I do want to try to spot these Teslas. That's one thing we haven't done with this space. We haven't looked for Teslas or a CC. Forget what he does here. I watched this hit earlier today. Arrow. Okay. Do we see Teslas or not? Where's the 50%? Oh! Okay. I see that now. Well, the good thing is our Warden is supposed to deal with that. Like, we want the Warden to get this, right? And then we automatically pull out. And then I guess when we redrop King and Queen right here, or when we drop King and Queen right here, and we break into here, they can deal with those Teslas pretty easily. This got pretty close, honestly. What's that? Four Electro Dragons? 3? Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not as close as that. Yeah, that guy's wounded. Oh, also 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Yeah, okay, so maybe it wasn't as close as I thought. But there are those Teslas right there. And I see giant bombs on the outside. There's probably mirrored giant bombs over here, my guess is. Okay, sure. All right, well, we're about to YOLO it. Give it a good shot. At least our king and our queen are designed to go straight into that town hall. That is what they're designed to do. Again, we're fireballing the multi-archer tower. Go. This. Beautiful. Time's looking good. I'm gonna throw one over here. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to get the poison tower to throw. It didn't see it. Awkward. Okay. I will play to take this out, actually. 1, 2, 3. Out over here. Go like this. All right, King's leaving. I don't like that. Didn't do a good job there. Totem over that. King's back. What a guy. Oh, the Warden's down. Well, that's a problem. Took my eyes off. I thought he was chilling. Look at all these totems. All right, let's let that do it. Let's let that do it. All right, King, ability, open. Do this. Queen, rage, totem. This is not looking horrible, I don't think. Let's do this. Okay. What's going on here, huh? Oh, no. I actually killed the... I just killed the RC by accident. Queen. Oh, nah. I think we failed. Yeah. Late with my... Man, that sucks. We got close. Oh, that sucks. We got so close, man. Good fireball. Yeah, but it wasn't good enough. I lost track of the Warden. Lost track of the Warden. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's live stream. Got some excellent work done on our new Town Hall 12. We are in a holding pattern on the 13, at least for another day. And we got 2 3-stars. We 6-packed with our Town Hall 13. We got 1 3-star and 1 90% 2-star on the Town Hall 18. Almost, man. I think if someone repeated my hit, and let's face it, no one in this clan is actually going to try to repeat my hit. It's just not that kind of clan. I think if someone repeated my hit and kept the Warden alive, actually like put a totem down for the Warden, the end of that attack is totally cooked. Like that, if you look how far we actually got, the Warden, we lost a lot of our Warden value by him going down. When he did. If he keeps pushing, he gets an expo. It frees up the Royal Champion. I also think I accidentally killed my Royal Champion by dropping an invis over my king and my queen. I needed to drop that invis on the Royal Champion to take out the Revenge Tower there. I think there was 2 mistakes right there that kind of cost me. Had I protected the Royal Champion with that last invis, probably would have come out with a 3-star there. At least I think. Think so. All right. But that's going to do it. Appreciate everyone watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you're catching the VOD, thank you for watching as well. Feel free to leave a comment down in that comment section over on YouTube. For those of you who are watching on YouTube and Twitch, I stream on both platforms at the same time. Typically live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. And honestly, love streaming this game again. Clash of Clans, it was my first mobile gaming love. It remains my strongest mobile gaming love. Yeah, looking forward to what the future holds for tournament play, possibly joining an esports org at some point, becoming a professional player. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think I could do it, but I do have some things to learn, right? Like I definitely think that I need to become more consistent with sort of my appraisal of bases and kind of the scout and what to do. And 60-second scout in ranked battles is one way to certainly up that, to up my skills. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch y'all later. Much love and peace out. See you tomorrow.